Hi everyone, my name is Anna Croft and my author was William Shakespeare. Growing up, William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon and he died in 1616. He was one of 8 children. His father's name was John Shakespeare and his mom's name was Mary Shakespeare, but her maiden name was Mary Arden. Shakespeare's mother and father lost 2 of their children as infants, so that did take a very big toll on their family. Growing up, he had struggles in life, just money and at home life. At 18, he married Anne Hathaway, who was 26, and the only reason why they got married was because she had gotten pregnant, and their pastor had advised them to get married so that they didn't sin and have a baby out of wedlock. Together, they had 3 children, their first daughter, Susanna, who was born 6 months after the wedding and was later followed by twins, Hannah and Judith, and Hannah unfortunately passed away when he was just 11 years old. William struggled a lot with Hannah's death and the fact that he had to marry someone who was significantly older than him so young. So he took his struggles, trauma, and just his life in general, and that helped him create and form his literature. Shakespeare was first introduced to writing in 1594, and he began writing and acting for a troupe known as Lord Chamberlain's Men, which was just like a men's writing group. Shakespeare's legacy is as rich and diverse as his work. His play spawns countless adaptations across multiple genres and cultures. That might be a little bit wordy. So what I mean by that is that Shakespeare's legacy, we're still learning about it today in school. And across the world, his content is changed into different languages. There's things taken out and added just because some cultures and countries have a stricter law of what's allowed to be read. His greatest rights, obviously everyone knows the story of the 2 crossed lovers, and that is Romeo and Juliet. Then we have Hamlet, Macbeth, Antony and Cleopatra, and King Lear. Those are just the ones that came to mind whenever I was writing about him. His writing styles. So obviously, like I said earlier, Shakespeare turned his struggles into masterpieces and changed the course of literature for the better. He has written over 154 sonnets over his entire life. He has a few other verses, some long narrative poems, about 39 plays, and Shakespeare's plays are translated into almost every major language of the world, and they are performed on stage to date. He has written some of the most studied, read, and appreciated works of all time. His influence, like I've said multiple times, Shakespeare's work is still studied today in high school, college, grad school, all of that. And everyone knows them. Everyone knows the story of Romeo and Juliet. He used his anger and frustration and centered it into an outlet that not only changed his life, but many others. The language he used most of the time was written to be acted by an actor rather than speak. So that means that the way that he wrote his stories and plays and poems, they were meant to be acted out. And that is everything I have. Thank you.